Since we already have the health visuals, next step will be to make it work. Well, right now, problem is that we have health visual that is working. Also, we have health system that is working, but they are separate, and we need some way to connect those to methods, and those to mechanics. You see, if we select health farm, we have the slider component, which is main component which controls sliding, and it helps this value max value and value elements. And only thing we should do is to connect this max value and value to our current health wearable. And to do that, we will create first of all new C# script. And let's call this one health bar just like these. We should assign these health bar into the health bar game object. And then we will start working on it. And it's not that hard to connect those to mechanics. And make this health part to work. So later with script compile, I will drag help part to the game object to help part. And let's drag and drop. And now let's double click to open in Visual Study. Now we need reference to the slider. But since it's UI elements, we need to add one line up top right here. Using Unity Engine.y. When you want to reference some UI elements, don't forget to add this line. Otherwise, you won't be able to do it. Now we can say public slider. And let's call this one slider with a lower cases. And well, we will create. We don't need the starting update, so I will delete both of them, and instead we will create two functions. One will be for the maximum value. One will be for the just value. And both of them should be public. So public void, and let's call this one set max health. And in brackets not as a placeholder. We will create one integer of the. Well, actually, we should create float And let's call this one health. And I will explain you why we need this container of the placeholder. Basically, we need these because we should connect the set max health function with our wearable of the current health. And since our current health is also float, we created a function We created placeholder parameter with the float type. And here we should say that we want slider.max value to be equal to health. And also to update everything correctly, we'll say slider.value to be equal to health. And we will need second function public void. And let's call this one set health. And this time again, let's create placeholder of health. And this time, we should always say slider.value equals health. Again. Now we are connected right now. The sliders, max value and wide value to this placeholder of health. And we can basically save the script. And now we can go and play your health. And instead of this health, which is slider, will connect our current health. And well, it also means that we should use the elements of this function. To other scripts, you already saw the method when we created instances, but I will show you another method, how you can get reference to other scripts. We just need to say public, a script name that you want to access, which is health bar now. Let's call this one health bar with lowercase h this time. And now in the wide start, which we can do, we can say health bar dots set marks health, which was name of our function. And in brackets, instead of passing the this integer, which was this float, which was placeholder, will pass our current health. And that's pretty much it. Now current health is connected to the maximum health. And it also means that it's connected to the sliders, Maxwell, and also to update everything correctly here. When we get damage, we will say health bar dot set health. And in brackets, we will say current health. And in order to pass the school and health, we needed to have these placeholder floats of health. So right now, both of the max Whaley. When Whaley were connected to the school and health. So if we save everything and if we go back. First of all, let's select how far. Let's scroll down and we need to add slider. So let's add slider from here. So let's drag and drop the slider here. Now let's select player. Let's scroll down, we should add how far here. So I will drag how far, drop it here. Let's save the scene. And now let's hit play. And now let's kill this one. And now when we go in spike, our health is decreasing. And if you see how far is also decreasing. So it means that everything is working correctly. And at some point, we will get to 0 and our player will be deactivated. So that's pretty much it. How you can make your help part to actually work. I'll end this video over here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any new videos. See you in the next videos.